Okay, so let's practice some grammar. Third conditional in your workbook. We are on page 78, and this is exercise number 1. So you have to choose the sentence A or B that means the same as the first sentence. You ready? Okay, so if I had known about the play, I'd have taken part. So I didn't know about the play, so I didn't take part. Number 2, would they have filmed in Greece if they'd had the money? B, they didn't have the money to film in Greece. Number 3, no one would have seen the video if he hadn't put it online. People saw the video because it was online. Number 4, they could have saved money if they had taken a taxi. They wasted time because they didn't take a taxi. Number 5, if we had asked him, he might have helped us. He didn't ask him, so we don't know. And number 6, he wouldn't have worn a coat if it hadn't been so cold. So it was cold, so he wore a coat. Alright, now this is exercise number 2. We're on page 78. Right, so first of all, read this text talking about Jennifer Lawrence, and then, you have to fill the gaps. Now, if Jennifer hadn't gone to New York, a man from a modeling agency wouldn't have seen her. Number 2, if the man hadn't got her mom's phone number, he wouldn't have been able to call them. Number 3, we might not have heard of Jennifer Lawrence if she'd become a model instead of an actress. Number 4, if Jennifer hadn't done well or at the auditions, she wouldn't have got roles in TV shows and films. Number 5, if she had decided not to take the role of Katniss Everdeen, she may not have become well known. And number 6, she wouldn't have won an Academy Award if she hadn't acted in Silver Linings Playbook. Exercise number 378. So you have to complete the dialogues with the words in the boxes. Let's do some vocabulary, okay? Now, if you don't understand some of the words, take a look at them in the dictionary and then come back to your workbook and do this exercise. So, did you enjoy the music festival? Yes, we did. There weren't any famous bands, but we were close to the stage, so we could see all the performers. Number 2, your brother is a magazine journalist, isn't he? That's right, he's interviewing a musician today, so he's going to the recording studio where she's working on a new album. Why do you like this TV show so much? The presenter is funny and there's a famous Hollywood celebrity every week. And number 4, I loved the paintings of the art gallery. I prefer the split exhibition of the Science Museum. Now, you have to match to make sentences, okay? So use the words in italic to help you. Alright, so number 1. After an hour, she logged out of Instagram and began surfing the net. Number 2. If Max doesn't shut up and watch the film, I'll sit somewhere else. Number 3. To get tickets, we need to log onto the site and pay by credit card. Number 4, would you mind turning up the volume so that I can hear the music? Number 5, if you don't turn down the volume, I won't be able to study. And number 6, as soon as it comes out, I buy my favorite fashion magazine, okay? So, complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. So, my parents will let me go out tonight if I tidy up my room first. Number 2, the music competition is a chance for her to show off her great voice. Number 3, he isn't capable of directing a film on his own. He's only 16. Number 4, will his dad allow him to practice the drums in the house? Well, I don't think so. Too noisy. Number 5, Elena managed to meet the band when she went backstage at the concert. And number 6, what are his chances of winning the singing contest? Okay, so let's go back to grammar, and we're going to do some exercise talking about the causative form, right? So choose the correct phrase to complete each sentence. Number 1, the actress is having her costume made by a designer now. Number 2, we must have the posters printed very soon. Number 3, Luke had his phone stolen at the concert last week. Number 4, the singer hasn't had her haircut yet. Right, stupid sentence. Okay, number 5. Do they have flowers delivered every week? And number 6, the manager will have the venue cleaned by his staff tomorrow. All right, and let's go to next exercise. Complete the second sentence so that it has a similar meaning to the first sentence using the causative form. So, a famous director will film Daisy's life story. Daisy will have her life story filmed by a famous director. Number 2, someone broke Vanessa's violin yesterday. So Vanessa had her violin broken yesterday. Number 3, a woman was doing the star's nails when I interviewed her. So the star was having her nails done when I interviewed her. Number 4, the rap artist asks someone to walk his dogs every day. The rap artist has his dogs walked every day. Right, the rap artist, so good. Number 5, a lawyer has checked the contract for us. We've had the contract checked by a lawyer. And number 6, I won't ask anyone to paint the studio if it's too expensive. If it's too expensive, I won't have the studio painted.